You're going to want to hear this one. Trump's inauguration was truly something special, and among those who witnessed it firsthand was Joe Rogan. In a recent episode of his podcast, he shared what the experience was like, but in true Joe Rogan fashion, he also couldn't resist poking fun at some of the people who were there, talking about the bizarre interactions he had, and today, we're going to cover his take on the event, the moments that stood out to him, and you're not going to believe what he said about some of these ex-presidents. As always, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this.
I met the CEO of TikTok when I was at the inauguration.
What was that like?
Like being in Satan's balls.
Where?
Just going to the actual
inauguration?
The actual house of government, being in the actual buildings where all this stuff gets done. It's very, very strange.
How long were you there?
A couple days.
And so you went to the, like, some of the balls.
Yeah.
Was it like Hunger Games? Like what?
It's like really rich, entitled people that donated a lot of money, and they just like jump in front of you to take pictures with you. They don't care who you're talking to. They don't care. Everybody was like super pushy. It's all very transactional. Everybody needs to get on your podcast and needs to talk to you about a thing, and you have to get this person. It's like everything's exhausting, and everybody's wealthy. So and they're also, they spend a lot of money to get there. Like a lot of those people, they donated like $1 million.
Holy.
Thousands of people donated $1 million.
Compared to 27, Trump's second inauguration had a very different energy. The sheer number of billionaires in attendance was mind-boggling. Sky News even released an article saying the net worth of the attendees topped $1 trillion, adding, the net worth of the 6 richest people in the crowd is roughly equal to a third of the value of the entire UK economy. It was a clear sign that Trump's influence on the economy and business world wasn't just talk, because the wealthiest and most powerful figures in America saw the writing on the wall and ended up aligning themselves accordingly. But this doesn't mean that he became a career politician who relies on their money. It's far from it. The man built a direct relationship with these leaders, and now they're showing up not out of obligation, but because they see what is coming.
Was the inauguration like moving?
Fascinating.
Was it weird to be part of all that, like, pomp and...
Oh, yeah, it was very weird. Were
you in the main...
Oh, I was on the stage.
Oh,
I was in the 5th row.
Oh.
I was, like, right there.
I was unaware.
Yeah,
Looking
I was
at
like...
Lauren Sanchez's tits.
Yeah. I could have thrown a pebble and hit Hillary Clinton in the head. Yeah, they were right there. It was weird. First of all, it's weird watching, like, Bill Clinton walk into a room. You're like,
right.
Yeah, he's real. That's him.
Yeah.
All the shit that guy's escaped, and there he is, right there on TV. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Weird. It's weird. It's weird seeing those people, and then realizing that they're. I know, right?
Whenever I'm in situations like that, I'm like, why are they letting me in here? They should know better.
I thought of that a little.
The reason is simple. The media landscape is shifting, and this proves it. Alongside Joe Rogan, we saw names like Jake and Logan Paul, Theo Vaughn, Bryce Hall, and the Nelk Boys at the inauguration. If it weren't for their massive influence, they probably wouldn't have been there. This signals that alternative media isn't just growing, it's taking center stage. The last election proved that these platforms can shape public opinion in ways legacy outlets could only dream of. That is exactly why the establishment and its media apparatus despise them. The internet has made it impossible for MSM to control the narrative like they used to, and figures like Rogan and the others represent that shift. The sooner the old media world accepts the reality, the better for them. If they don't, they'll continue to fade into irrelevance, while independent voices end up becoming the new mainstream.
Right. It feels strange that it's real. It also feels strange that we're standing up because there's a standing ovation every like 15 seconds. Yeah. We're going to turn the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf of America. And we're all standing up. Yeah, we're going to do that. It was fun watching George Bush. George Bush was the only guy clapping. He was having a good time. All the other presidents looked deeply disturbed.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris had this look on her face the entire time. Like, she sat there like this the whole time.
Well, I mean,
very upset.
Obviously.
Well, also, he's talking about how bad they sucked.
And she lost.
And they're right there.
And she has to sit there.
And she's sitting right next to Biden,
who's not there.
He's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then behind them is Obama and George W.
That's wild,
weird.
man.
The Gulf of America moment was exactly when Hillary was laughing sarcastically. I wonder if she's still laughing now that it has become a reality. It is funny how the people who mock Trump the most always seem to underestimate him, only to watch him prove them wrong time and again. But overall, the ex-president's reactions were completely understandable. Imagine sitting there while this political outsider who everyone was claiming had zero chance of becoming president ever again absolutely shreds your so-called achievements right in front of you. He didn't hold back, and it was clear from their faces that they weren't expecting that level of directness. By the way, I've noticed you haven't liked the video or subscribed to the channel yet, so what are you waiting for? Now, Joe also talked about Biden, and the way that he described it, well, it is beyond hilarious.
I was like, that must be so surreal to be there, because it was surreal to watch it, just like when you think about the fact that he nearly got killed, like the whole sequence of events that led to that moment.
Yeah.
What the debate where he just like fell apart, and it just was surreal to watch. So I was wondering, like, that must be pretty bonkers to be there. And then
he should have seen Biden, his face the entire time, like this, like he looked upset, like almost looked like he was going to cry at one point in time. He looked so upset at the whole. I think he thinks he could have won.
I'm sure this one flew under the radar for many of you, but in January's interview with USA Today, Biden argued that, quote, he could have defeated Trump but wasn't sure if he could serve a full second term. That, my friends, is delusion of the highest order. The man couldn't finish a sentence that he started, but he's confident he could have won. Joe also talked about the kind of people Trump managed to bring together in his cabinet, and I think this statement will put it in the history books.
It's very strange, but also kind of exciting. Because, like, if he really does get to do all this stuff, like, if we really do see radical change, it seems like that's what's happening. And if Bobby Kennedy really does get in, and if Tulsi Gabbard really does get in, like, this is a crazy time.
Yeah.
This is like an unprecedented cabinet of people that are kind of unified and all know each other. They're all friends, you know?
And it's also kind of bipartisan. Like, RFK Jr. He brought so many people over. I know so many people who were not going to vote for Trump, but then when he kind of brought RFK Jr. over, they were like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's there, and Tulsi too.
Yeah.
They were libs.
Exactly. Joe's episode came out before RFK Jr. and Tulsi were officially confirmed, but even when Trump's cabinet was shaping up to be something entirely different, it's like a super team of people who aren't just there to fill seats, but actually want to shake up how DC operates. This isn't the usual crowd of career politicians looking to keep things business as usual. These are people with a vision, and they are ready to challenge the system in ways that we haven't even seen before. Honestly, I don't think we've ever had anything quite like this in American history, and I'd love to know your thoughts here, so let's get the conversation rolling in the comments down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please check out our channel, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next video.